Good morning. Happy Monday morning, friend. This week, I want to talk about something that could change the game for you when it comes to getting organized. And it's this: adopting an organized mindset. I say it all the time, but if you want to stay organized, you need to adopt an organized mindset. This really will be a huge game changer for you in terms of creating new habits. But you might be thinking, okay, that makes sense, but why is it so hard? Well, after working with my clients over the years, I found that most people have at least some stress when it comes to getting organized. And these anxieties are really caused by a few mindset roadblocks. And that might just be the case for you. So today I'm going to talk about a few that I see often, and I'm going to give you some tactics to overcome them so that by the end of this, you too can feel like you have an organized mindset. So the first roadblock is that you think you need to do it all at once. It is so easy to feel overwhelmed when you're thinking about organizing your entire house and your entire life and every single thing that needs to get organized. I get it. And even if intellectually you get it, it's so hard to fight that feeling of the weight of everything that needs to get done on our shoulders. So here is my advice. Break it down. Now, I want to share a little secret with you. Even I get overwhelmed when thinking about taking on a new organizing project, because my mind also starts doing that thing where it races and thinks about every single thing that needs to get done from the point of where I am now until the end point. Literally, every single thing will start swirling around in my mind. It happens to me too. It's natural. But letting that overwhelm overtake me or overtake you doesn't help. That is what keeps us stuck where we are. It's what keeps us paralyzed, and it's what keeps us from getting started in the first place. So I actually remind myself that I have to take it one little step at a time. And if I do that, it will get done. And truly, it's the only way for it to get done. And that's what I want you to do too. So rather than thinking about this massive to-do list you have hanging over your head, pick one small, manageable task and complete it. Ignore the rest. Ignore the spaces that keep accumulating clutter. Ignore all the other projects. Just focus on making progress on the one space that you are focusing on at that time. Now, it can also help to create an entire checklist of everything that you need to get done, not so that it overwhelms you, but that so you can actually take it out of your head and see what that list is. But the process is the same. Take it one small task at a time. If you do that, you will get there. The second organized mindset roadblock is you don't know where to start. And I feel like I talk about this all the time because it continually comes up. And here is the thing. When it comes to getting organized, there is no best place to start. There just isn't. You just have to start somewhere, and you get to decide. It could be a junk drawer, a sock drawer, a coat closet, an entryway. It truly doesn't matter. Now, sure, there are best practices, but the best practices, just start. Put yourself in a room, put on some good music, set a timer for 15 minutes, and just start going through your stuff. Try to make it as enjoyable as you possibly can so that you don't burn out. Now, here is my one big tip when it comes to this feeling of being paralyzed, of not knowing where to start. Start by purging the least sentimental items in your home first. The items that you have very little or no emotional attachment to, because those are so much easier to part with. Yes, you still have to set aside the time, you still have to go through the potential annoyance of doing it, but you don't have that emotional weight on your shoulders. And eventually you'll find that the more you do it, the easier it is to work your way up to the sentimental belongings. It really is a muscle that you can build up over time. But know that this process does take time and you can absolutely do it. So the third and last organized mindset roadblock that I want to talk about today is this desire for it to be perfect. So many of us hold ourselves back with this roadblock, and I get it. I've said this over and over again lately, but I am a recovered perfectionist, but I deeply understand that feeling of just not wanting to get started because it won't be perfect. And I know that desire, feeling like if I'm going to put the time into organizing or the time into anything, that I want to get immediate and amazing results. But I have realized that even incremental improvement can have a dramatic impact on our lives. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. It really is so worth putting in the time to make even little changes because it really does impact your life, even if it's not perfect. And the truth is, there's no such thing as perfect anyway, so it really is a losing game. And I don't like to lose at games, so just don't play it. Just don't even be seeking perfection because you are literally never going to get there. Like anything worth doing, getting organized is a marathon, not a sprint. And so knowing that you're in this for the long haul really does make those days, those little steps, that much easier. After you've put in the initial time commitment, you can worry about making refinements or perfecting it later. For now, just get started. There you have it, friends. Those are just a few of the mindset roadblocks that I see my members and my clients face daily. But just know if you are feeling some sort of internal struggle to get started, that you're not alone, and it is worth taking some time to think about what roadblocks are standing in your way, because ultimately just getting started is the best thing that you can do for yourself. If any of these resonate, just know that you can overcome them and organize your life for good. I believe in you, and it's time that you believe in you too, so that you can take some action today. Let me know in the comments below which roadblock you face most often or a roadblock that you have overcome. And I hope that you have a wonderful week.